you're looking at a picture of Coach Hubert Davis, and I got this from Cynthia G's channel. Well, anyway, I was looking at the picture. Now, of course, she's using it to look at black male pathology. And, I'm not agreeing or disagreeing. Well, I'm not disagreeing with what she's saying one way or the other. But in any case, what I was looking at was this picture. If I had not seen it, if I did not know what the picture was about, and if I did not know who he was, which actually until I saw it, I didn't know who he was because I'm really not into sports or anything. But looking at it from an occultic viewpoint, it's a kind of spooky picture to me. I mean, like, look at the 13s in it. 13 here, 13 here. And what his name, the team is Lynchburg. You don't find that just a little frightening, maybe? I mean, to me, the picture is kind of frightening. And then you have his, I know that that's a popular motif or whatever, symbol, but still, you got that, you got Lynchburg, you got 13, he's wearing black and red. Now, I don't know, what kind of family this is or what it is that they do, but you also have to remember that, excuse me, I'm sorry about losing my voice. You also have to remember that, okay, this man at his press conference just out of the blue said, yeah, I'm proud to be married to a white woman. Well, it's kind of like saying the sky is blue. We know you're proud to be married to a white woman. I think, it's just a matter of saying, well, yeah, I'm a member of the club. I'm a member. I got this. And, okay, I understand that. But as I was saying, people don't remember that Babylon means confusion through mixing. And that's exactly what's being done. He's mixing. Now, people will say, oh, you love who you love. Not necessarily. You don't love somebody if you never meet them, or sometimes it's a conscious thing. It's something about this person. Now, there are lots and lots of white women out there, so it was, even if you say, well, black men are garbage collectors from other races, well, still, there are a lot of white women who are, possibly the same amount of attractiveness as this particular white woman's, but for some reason he chose this particular one. So yeah, it might be something about her. But to me, anytime people marry outside of their race, it really is like they're insulting all the other members of that persuasion of their race. Because they're saying, it might be 10 million of you, but none of you compare to this. So I think that's what he's saying. But I also think that a lot of occultic activities are going on in people's homes. And if you aren't in it, you don't know about it. They know about it. They recognize it. They know that, hey, 13 is an occultic number. Lynch, you are a son of a black man, and you're wearing something that has Lynch in it. I mean, even if that's your team, couldn't you find another team? Didn't you think that was just not you in particular because you're young, but your dad is already making it very clear, hey, I'm a member of the club. Just like this other video I saw. Oops, sorry about that. Oh, yesterday on Good Morning America. And this young man here was arrested for taking out the garbage. And, the police said that they didn't have a description of someone who had been called in as committing an act of domestic violence against a woman. So when they saw this man here taking the garbage out, they just figured, well, it must be you. So maybe they don't have many black or mixed people in the neighborhood. So in any case, when they were putting him in handcuffs, the first thing he did was start screaming for his girlfriend, who is a non-black woman. So, I mean, I think it's kind of like, to me, the same thing, where he's screaming like, hey, you can't arrest me. I'm a member of the club. I have one of your women, so you should calm down. But in any case, notice the shirts. Why are they wearing? Are they demigods? I don't understand. But like I said, I think it's a lot more things being hidden to people who aren't into them. Like other people who are into whatever this is can look at this and know exactly what this gold and red shirt with demigod on it means. But, let's continue. Here's another video of the same young man wearing a different demigod shirt. And so is his girlfriend.
There to serve, protect, find out.
Up, with a lot of different things. So I don't know, is this the name of a clothing company or something? Or do they just always wear demigod on their clothes? I mean, are they telling us? I don't know. It's so much going on in this world that it is very difficult to keep up. And so, I don't know. Demigod and a crown. And I can't make out what this is here. And I had pointed out a long time ago that it's an old video I did. And I think it's one I never put back up when I took them down. But when the policeman was... hold on. This video is from 2014, and the title is NYPD Chokehold Raises Questions Over Use of Force. And this is about, of course, Eric Garner. But what I wanted to focus in on was this. The shoes. Do you see the shoes? Black gym shoes with red soles. Let me see if I can get a better picture. I can see them a little bit better. But do they remind you of anything? Here's a Little Nas X with his black gym shoe with the red sole. He's even got a red background. Now there was a YouTuber named Mary40 who I can't find her at all. But in any case, when she was making videos, she was saying something about, hey, whenever you see this red background, I've noticed that the person doesn't seem to live much longer. So I don't know. I didn't really, check out the theory that much. But in any case, this shoe to me is a lot like the shoes that policeman was wearing for, during the choking of Eric Garner. So that's, to me, just more proof that, this world is weirder and weirder and more occultic, and it's not even hidden anymore. They're just coming right out with it. And even that has been, it's already been told. It's already been prophesied. So I hear all kinds of people making videos about different things that are happening, and they don't look for the root of it. Because like I said, if you are a surgeon and you're operating on someone with cancer, you can't just leave the germ, the genesis of that cancer. You got to go all the way in. So I think when you're looking at different things, you have to go back to the beginning. And that's why I have been making videos about narcissism lately. Because just like I think that astrology is like some sort of a skeletal system for the human condition, I think that narcissism explains explains divorces. It explains abuse, period. There are people who are online and they specialize in domestic violence. Others specialize in workplace violence. And I've come to the conclusion it's all the same person. You can call them a psychopath, a sociopath, borderline, bipolar. You can call them whatever you want. But I think that the bottom line is you're looking at anybody who habitually abuses is like the Terminator. These are people who are not looking at life the same way you are. For a fact, they can't. It's not in their programming. It's like the Matrix, where they said in the second Matrix, where he was sitting with the fortune teller woman, and she was saying that there's a program for everything. There's a program for the birds walking, the birds flying around. There's a program for this and a program for that. Well, I think that program is kind of like, that's astrology. It's all written in the stars, or like Earth, Wind, and Fire said, it's written on the stone. Though, let me not quote them, because they, to me, were extremely occultic, and I don't know what stone they're referring to. If you do, cool, let me know. But, I'm in no way trying to say that I know everything. And I tend to be, I tend to take things from like a bird's eye view, where I'm not really looking at the details. I'm looking at the patterns. And the patterns say that, people, real humans who have the ability to love, because don't take that for granted. Everybody doesn't have that ability. Real humans who are here, who have the ability to love, are being stalked and preyed upon. And I believe that's narcissism in a nutshell. If you remember the Terminator, where he was looking for Sarah Connor, and he went to the phone book and found the names for every Sarah Connor, and he went to this woman's house. She was just a regular housewife. She opened the door when he rang, and he asked, "Are you Sarah Connor?" And she said yes, and he just killed her. No thought about it, no remorse, no anything. Well, I'm not talking about Little Nas, I'm talking about narcissism in general. Well, that person, narcissist in general, and I believe that the first humanoid narcissist was Cain in the Bible. These are people who are programmed to kill. Like my supervisor said on my job, if they can't kill you physically, they kill the spirit. But the whole point is to kill. It doesn't matter if you're married to them and they are trying to kill you at home. Doesn't matter if you gave birth to them and they're trying to kill you. It doesn't matter if they gave birth to you. They're still trying to kill you. And the reason why I'm saying that I think it's the same person, and I always reserve the right to be wrong. But the reason why I'm saying they're the same is I think it's a matter of opportunity. That is that the difference between the psychopath, sociopath, and the narcissist is a matter of intellect and opportunity. So did they have a chance to kill the person physically? Because if they did, they probably would. That's simply what they are. And what this has to do with the occult is the very basics of narcissism or whatever is extreme selfishness. Like with Cain and Abel, where instead of trying to improve himself, he decided, well, I'll just kill him. Now, that won't make you any better, won't make the narcissist any better, but in a way it makes them feel like, well, you know what? This person was great and I killed them. That must make me better. So it doesn't matter to them if they might prefer, well, according to H.G. Tudor, they don't really want to kill because they're parasitic. They want to live off you. But at the same time, they do like the idea that they controlled you to the point where your whole life was just ended because of them. So I will continue to do videos on narcissism, and like I said, this is my theory that all these people are the same. It's just a matter of, did they have the opportunity? Did they think they could get away with it? Did they have the intellect to even attempt to do it? And I think it ties in with occultism. And again, I lump all that together, whether you call it Satanism, Luciferianism, witchcraft, white magic, black magic, all of it. All of it goes against what the Heavenly Father gave humans, and that's free will. If you aren't using your free will, then you're a slave. And what did the Savior say? The truth will set you free. I used to wonder about that when I was a little girl. I used to think, well, wait a minute. We aren't slaves. What does he mean? Well, you are slaves. You know,